And we'll start talking about that right now because that's a little bit more cheerier and a more positive light on the matter. Because I thought this was a fantastic start to the show.
I have so much to say.
Oh, and go off.
I always have a lot to say, but
Oh,
I
I
have a
come to the
lot to say
American
about this.
Nightmare.
So, just to reflect upon what happened, we had the Bloodline start the show, which took about 4 to 5 minutes for them to reach the the ring, which I thought was great. Um, and right as Roman's about to speak, Cody's music hits because why not? And he has all the pyro because why wouldn't he? I just still think that's funny. It's like he's
Do
just
you
coming
think
out to
that?
talk, but
Do you think it was a perfect segue to that? As soon as he's hit, like acknowledge me. It's not only his theme went off, but it was wrestling has more than one royal
I
family.
know it was like
That is just
I felt
oh.
like I felt like there was quite like there was kind of a few little bits of that in this whole thing, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
Cody just says and is trying to be pleasant, saying I'm not here to invade or do anything. Like I'm just trying to have a conversation, and he mocks Roman for having the entire family with him. So Roman's like, ha 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 ha, go on, guys. And then
Oh.
they just Cody gets into it and mentions his come up and basically how his career started and how it has continued. A lot of people are excited because he alluded to All In, where when I first saw that, because I can't watch SmackDown live,
You
um,
know what I'm doing. You know what
I
it is.
thought that he actually mentioned the name. So that was what was trending on Twitter. And they were like, oh my God, Cody mentioned All In. And I was like, so when I saw it, I was like, wait, no, he didn't. And then I saw
It
what the
clicked. Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
thought he actually dropped the words All In. And I was like, wow, we're in a
Just the
very
fact.
different era.
Just the fact that he did get to say on television, WWE programming, that
Yeah.
he's starting an indie show with his buddies, and
Yeah.
I would say 95% of the crowd and viewing audience knew
Yeah.
exactly who he meant, and
Yeah.
that's all you can hope for in this
Hmm.
era right now.
Hmm. So he goes into it, keeps going, saying how, the goalposts keep moving, but he keeps kicking it right through the uprights. And then Roman goes into his spiel, which I love that he starts it off with putting the titles on the ground because it was kind of like,
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that
uh, hmm, so,
because is it
so
disrespectful?
well, I think there's a few ways that you can look at it. In a way, is it disrespectful? To some people it could be, right? Because it's like it reminded me of when um wasn't it Charlotte and Becky that were exchanging titles and Charlotte just dropped it before giving it
Oh,
to Becky, and then
mhm.
Becky did the same thing back, but that's a whole other spiel we can get into cuz Charlotte
Well, that's a
girl.
whole other. Yeah, that's like a whole other
That's a
rivalry.
Sarah's rant worthy
Ooh.
segment, but we're not getting there. But also I'll have to look back, but I had saw someone say that when he put them down, that he had the WWE championship facing Cody and the Universal championship facing him. So I don't know if there's some sort of symbolism there. I'll have to look back and see if that's accurate because I didn't catch it. But if that did happen, I feel like there might be a little symbolism in there because we know Cody mentioned that he's been champion for 915 days, and that's going to be as Universal Champion. And the WWE Championship is the one that Cody wants. He doesn't really care about the Universal title, he wants the
No one
WWE
does.
title.
No one does
So
really.
that was interesting to me.